Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Trade. It's Tuesday, May 24th, 2016. Stephen here. So glad you're here. We've got an interesting stock to talk about today, so let's get started.
Alright everyone, so today's stock of focus is Facebook Incorporated, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with this one already. Let's get started. So the checklist, as always, we're going to look at the historical chart, then the 1-year chart. We're going to see if in this 1-year chart if we're above the 50 and 200 day simple moving averages. We will also look to see if we can find any resistance and support levels, as well as any significant candles. So this historical chart gives us a feel for how Facebook has done since it IPO'd several years ago. So we see that there was some congestion for a while, but now since this point, Facebook has been trading very nicely in a positive sloping direction. So we want to check for the 1-year chart now in a lot more detail and see what's really happening. So we see that the 50-day is hit here, and then it bounces off of that 50-day to make higher highs and higher lows. Then we get some congestion in here. It falls through that 50-day, and we all know what that means. So we want to set our stops we want to set our stops so that we don't lose any more than 5%. Now we see that the 200-day is a point of support, and then it will bounce off of that 200-day and continue on. It goes above the 50, can't really sustain anything, comes back, kind of retests that 200, continues on in upward direction. Then we get some more congestion. It'll come back and test the 200 yet one more time, a very bullish indicator here that we like to see. It is this single green candle here is a hammer, which is a bullish indicator, like I said, and we see what happens after. In the next day of trading, it gaps up, which is what you want for confirmation, and then it comes back down, but then we get another good looking run here, and where it bounces off of the 50-day several times and continues to go higher. Probably the most bullish segment of this 1-year chart that we're looking at right now. So currently, actually before that, let's just take one look here at a candle that is very interesting, and we will get a better feel for this one right here in the next slide. So we see that what happens is that it gaps up, we're in an upward trend, and we get a bearish reversal indicator. It gaps up at the opening, but then it finishes more than 50% below that green candle. And then confirmation is gapping down at the opening for the next day. So here's where we're currently at. what we'd like to see is for this to bounce back up and maybe even do that when the 50-day is closer. So, and that if it bounces off of here and goes higher, we really have a clear support level, but we'd like to see this 50-day move up when that move happens. Alright, so for today, we want to see a bullish reversal indicator. Right now we're in a little bit of a downtrend, Facebook is, and so what we want to see is either a bullish engulfing pattern where we gap down to start today, but where we will finish even higher than yesterday's open. That would be a great sign and definitely worth establishing a position in Facebook if this happens today. Another bullish reversal indicator to look for today is the piercing pattern, where once again we gap down to start at the opening today, and we finish above the 50% mark of the yesterday's candle. So that's it for Facebook for now. Be sure to join the MarketWatch.com game. It's a lot of fun. Be sure to join the game, and you have the directions right here. It's definitely worth it. It's a free paper trading game, and you'll learn a lot and get some good experience without the risk of losing money. Today's charts and business summary are from YahooFinance.com.
That's all for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another exciting one. As always, I love hearing feedback from you, questions, comments, concerns. Drop me an email at thedailytrade16@gmail.com or contact me on Twitter at thedailytrade16. Have an incredible Tuesday, everyone, and as always, happy trading!